Hi, this is Angie with Tink's Treasures, and I am back this week with another project. So as soon as I saw Anna come out with this new Schooner Easel die set, I knew exactly what I wanted to do with it, because although this is a nice, say, manly card, and someone even made more of a pretty feminine version of it, my instant thought was Peter Pan. Or you could even do Pirates of the Caribbean, the Black Pearl version. So this is what I have come up with so far. Now, it's not 100% done, and let me show you the material that I have to work with. So I'm using Anna's The Seafarer collection. Now, actually, this is left over from when she originally came out with it. And I want to say, I thought there might have been a date on here. I thought I saw a date of 2016. But I used part of it for a project then, and then I hoarded the rest. So here we are. And I have a few of the stickers. So this is from the Seafarer set. And I want to say this came with it, but I'm not 100% sure. But it works just the same. And then if you want to, this was my thought. So how awesome would this look if you add Captain Hook? Now, I know the proportions aren't exactly right, but if you put him right here, you could even add this flag up here and coordinate with one of Anna's stickers. How cool does that look? And then what I did is this is secured down with a foam square and glued on the back, and then glued under the water piece right here, so that there's just enough room that when you lift it up, it's a little interactive. So I think that came out really cool. So what I'm gonna do right now is just go ahead and make another one. I'm not gonna go to the extreme because I did a lot of paper piecing with this. So there's the blue piece here, and I have an image that I was using as inspiration that I'll include in the video here, just so that you have an idea. But there's this blue piece down here, the red piece here, and then of course the boat is cut out separately, and then I cut out a separate piece in red, and then kept all of the pieces and inlaid them there. And then I don't know if you can, maybe you can see. So on the back, just to make it easier, I don't know how well that shows up. It's nice and shiny, but that's just packing tape, so that I had something sticky to put this on, because I also, you know, use some foam squares right here to give it a little bit of dimension. So let's go ahead and make another version of this. And this set came with, this is actually a Disney sticker set that you could add with it that would have some really cool features. Like if you wanted to give this as, like say, a kid's card or a big Disney fan, these pieces would be really fun to add to it also. And then I also have, and I may just on my own time make some other cards, because I do have like a beach theme set of paper, and I also have it's called Hey Sailor. I also have this paper that is Hey Sailor that I think would look really nice. I bought this a while back to go on a cruise, so there's some really fun things that could be used from this paper pack as well if you wanted to broaden out. And then I also have this paper pack the beach house, which this is just text weight paper, but you could line it on some nice cardstock so that it had some weight to it. But there's a lot of fun paper that could be used in here too. Okay, so for the first part, I am going to go ahead and use, now it would have been really nice if this was double-sided, but I'm going to use that as the base. So I'm going to run that through my Empress and get that cut out. So you want to fold on your score lines. So I want to find some blue paper for the shadow layer. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out of brown anyway, just to get the ship out of here. And actually you want a little bit of cover enough just to get that mast. And then it helps, you can also use it for the bottom of this mast down here. I did cut out brown paper to go on all the mast pieces, but you really don't have to cut out a whole piece. If you want to, you can, but you can just cut little slivers of brown paper and glue on there. And then I think I have enough room that I'm going to cut out another piece of this water paper I have. And this was just in my stash. I don't even remember what I had it for. And then I'm going to line it up so that I can try and get some of these different colors in here. And then we'll fussy cut that in a little bit. And because this is text weight paper, it embosses really well, and it has a really pretty shimmer to it, so it looks really nice. And then I have some shimmer white paper that I'm gonna use. I'm just gonna line it up because you don't need to cut the whole thing. So I'm just going to fussy cut this right along here. And then the same with this. So I'm going to go above where the mask starts, just so that you can have that wood effect. Okay, so I'm just going to glue this down. And then I'll come back in and add this piece for the boat. So at this point, we can already add it to the base. I need my score tape. And if you haven't made one of Anna's easel cards before, on the base at the halfway point, she always has a score line, and then she'll have this tab that you fold back. And then that's where you're going to add your top piece. Right there. So this would have looked really nice if this was double-sided paper, because you see this part when you first open it up. Now once you get your like embellishment in there, then you're going to see the inside. But it would be nice if you had double-sided paper. So I'm going to add like a little rhinestone right there. So I was mentioning in another video that I get these random rhinestone sets. This was probably clearanced. And I just take off whatever I need. Now I'm going to glue it on because it's probably been a while and the sticky's not as sticky as it should be. And then also too, like I saw on the idea sheet, someone here had used like this banner sentiment, this flag here. That would look really cool to have a flag coming off here. So all we need to do at this point is cut the sentiment piece that's going to use as your stopper right here. And then you could use whatever scraps you have for this. So I have some blue scrap paper and a piece of gold foil that I'm going to use. And then also she has this cute little anchor. So I'm going to do those right now. See, I think I can probably line all of this up right. I still need to get a new magnetic mat. I did switch out my metal shim, but I need to find a replacement mat without the plates because my plates are fine. I just love how you can use these little scraps and they come out so cute. Like there's a lot of paper left in this little scrap here. And this may be one of my quicker videos because I feel like I already have everything cut out. I just need to finish adding the final touches and it'll be done. Okay, so this would be a nice place for a sentiment also, but I'm just going to use it as the stopper. So I'm just going to use some score tape here. And a foam square. And then that's what I'm going to tie my baker's twine to. Now I made a little knot in it just so it doesn't fray and fall apart. And there's going to be enough room. It's not going to be bulky underneath because there's that foam dot, foam square. So we can just put that right about there. And then just allow however much you're going to need for it to have space to come up here when it stands up. So I'm going to say about there. Now on mine, because I had used actually here I had 2 sets of foam squares because I had foam squares here and I needed the water to sit above the actual ship, so there was more height there. But for here, since I just used score tape and taped it down, I think I can just lift it up a little. Or did I glue that? I may have. Because it doesn't want to come up. So if we just put that right there, that'll give you enough space. So I'm going to glue that down right there so it doesn't move. And then if you wanted to embellish it further, I have this is the dad decoupage die cuts, and this is for the boys. And it seems to me that they had a few things in here that might work. Because I saw somebody use the binoculars, and I feel like I saw them in here. That little map would be good. There's a compass. It's a little big also, but could still work. There's these binoculars. I guess you could fussy cut those out if you wanted. I'm not going to do that. There was also this set. Oh, here's some banners. So I've been saying I want a banner set, and I went on eBay and found a set, and sure enough, I missed it. So I've been looking on eBay every day for a set of it was the Banner Day Sentiment Stamp and Die set. So I am on the hunt for that. So I'm going to keep these out, actually. I mean, here's a suitcase that would work. But like you could put up here, World's Best Dad. I mean, you could put it down here too, but I think it looks better up here. Or there's also the Seafarer sticker set. And I don't remember if she had that come out recently with this or not. That could go down there. So there you have it. There's my Disney inspired one, because if you get to know me, you know I am all about Disney. And that's with Captain Hook. And then here's a nice one that you could just make and put together for your, you know, the male in your life, your father, husband, whatever. So these actually came out really good. I'm impressed at how easily it came together. So still working on this channel, so I'm asking shamelessly to go ahead and please like the video and hit subscribe for me. I would appreciate it. It would help my channel out. And then please leave a comment below what you think you would use this schooner die set for, because I think they're really amazing. And I may go ahead and make a Pirates of the Caribbean version to the Black Pearl. So, okay, that's it for this video. I appreciate you watching, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye.